Hey guys, so I know we haven't done an update on D1. The last video was me getting my wheel alignment. The event for me was pretty terrible really. Like the event itself was amazing and the track was amazing. I just drove like crap. I struggled with my car. We had 4 test laps to do, like to feel the track out and to set the car up, and that was me basically driving straight out of my lap, straight into the back of the line to go for my next lap. So if I had gone into the pits and changed some of my setup, which would have been a good idea, I probably would have got 3 test laps. So yeah, I should have gone into the pits, but like I needed to take some of the grip out of the back. I had all the rear grip in the world and no front grip. So the back was just a little bit too soft, and I should have really stiffened it up, and I probably would have done better. Because come my first battle with Vincent, and he was driving amazing, so I knew I was going to struggle. I threw it in behind him, full committed, and I just went straight into the wall because I had no steering. So I didn't actually do much damage. All I did was literally push my bash bar in a little bit, pop my headlight, and crack my bumper, which was already broken. So I just got to fix that headlight and a bit more fiberglass on the bumper, and she's fixed again. But yeah, I'll throw some clips in from D1 because we only got a few runs of like the camera filming inside the car. The boys didn't really film anything of me outside the car, so I didn't really have a full video to show you guys, and I didn't really do a wrap-up video either. So we'll throw some clips in at the end of this, but we'll just explain what we've been doing in the last 2 days. What have we been doing?
Well, Keith thought it would be a great idea to enter us all into Chrome, which is taking place in a couple of weeks. So
we did it last year and it was awesome. It was 2 days of just driving, so it was pretty cool.
Yeah, so Keith's going to be in the S15, Dan Smith's going to be in my S14.5, which he competed in D1 Pro Sport. Righto. And he did really well, so throwing him the keys to that again, which means that Keegs entered me in the Z. Now, it's no secret that last time we had it at the track, it was a pig. We had basically all we'd done is put the GK Tech steering kit in, and
we didn't go for a wheel alignment, and we didn't really test anything, so we pulled that stuff back out because it was doing some weird things, and we're just going to throw some steering spaces in it just to give it a little bit more lock, but it'll keep it a lot more standard, so it'll feel like a normal car. So we'll start from there, and then we'll do some more steering mods later. But we just want it to feel better, so we're going to we've already stiffened the rear suspension up because it was having a big wail around. We're going to stiffen the front suspension up. But yeah, I've done a few other little things to make Joe happy.
Yeah. So the main thing that I'm happy we've got rid of that GK Tech steering, because basically as soon as you turned the wheels would fall over. They had a huge fallover effect, which meant that it was really hard to correct anything on the track, and it basically was just steering itself to full lock. It was a handful. So yeah, we thought we'd get that under control for Chrome, and instead of just doing that, we've kind of gone full force, doing a whole lot of stuff. So Keg made up a template, and I drew up, and we've cut this diff brace. So 350s don't have much holding their diff steady.
Got one point there and 2 at the front, so it rocks around, and so this here kind of stops it. We've got 2 bolts holding the bottom. The plate goes up inside and it picks up on both the lower arms, and then a bolt through there, so it ties that all in pretty good. It stops it moving around and potentially breaking an axle or something stupid.
Yeah, and you will notice that 350s come out with the sort of free spring with the cup hanging out here. So in order for our diff brace to work, we had to make these arms and get rid of the spring cup, which was fine because we've got coilovers. But we didn't have time to get arms, plus they're quite expensive. So we've gone ahead and made our own traction toe arms for the rear. So diff brace, traction arms, and while we're under here, let's just go and add on an extra caliper. We made a template and cut out a dual caliper bracket.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see it, but it's a big aluminium bracket in there that we welded to the, whatever you call it, the hub or the hub carrier to mount our 2-pot caliper on there, since these have an aluminium carrier. We could have done a bolt-on style, which we will probably design a bolt-on style to go in there, but it means you've got to space the axle, space the other caliper, and space a bunch of stuff. And I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to do it this way. I've done it this way before, but we will eventually. We'll use this car as like a development car, and we'll make a bracket, a proper bracket. Like we've developed this, so once we've fine-tuned this, we'll do some cool little cutouts and stuff. Maybe our logo on it. That'll be for sale. But yeah, sorry, I'll let you carry on again. I keep interrupting. I'm good at interrupting. Carry on.
Yeah, so we're basically just, we can, so we're gonna. And hopefully it's gonna make a big difference. So he's plumbed in the dual caliper lines for the handbrake, done it all sort of on its own plumbing, so not needing to twiddle in with everything.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
Should we drop it down so we can have a look at the handbrake? It does look pretty cool in there.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
We're trying to keep it as kind of still streetable as possible. So, yeah.
What I like with my handbrake setup is that, unlike all the other ones I've seen, we haven't had to cut my interior moulding at all. Yeah, I'm really excited that this handbrake basically can just unbolt and it'll look like it was never there, so I haven't had to cut any of my...
There's a plate in here, in behind all this, that's on the floor, that's bolted down. So once you unbolt that plate, it just all slides out the side, which is good. So it didn't have to cut anything. We just popped there's a little side trim. Let's just pop the side trim off, so we didn't have to trim it. But we might try and get a second-hand one, so we can just trim the bottom out a little bit, because this little, like a knee pad thing was in the way, and we didn't want to chop it up, because when we eventually do sell this, we probably will pull this out and the handbrake stuff off, because unless our next owner wants that kind of stuff. But
yeah, but basically making it so that everything can come back out and it can be a legit normal street car again.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's nice and close here for me.
You don't even bash your knee on it. It's quite funny. There's quite a lot of room down there.
Yeah. And the little reservoir has a lid. It's so dark you can't see, but yeah, we can pop that off and top up the fluid with it in place. So.
And then what's that up there?
Oh yeah.
Look at that. We've got your big mirror, so you can see everything behind you. So when we're coming up behind you, you'll be like, oh, getting out of the way.
Great, thanks. Yeah, a big Japanese spec mirror so that I can feel
It's got to be done.
more learner driver than ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's pretty much interior mods. This is pretty much as far as we're going with this.
And I got myself a sweet foam neck collar.
Since we got no cage in this thing.
Yeah. So to drive at Hampton with no cage, you have to run a foam collar, which is fine. And just thought I'd share with you, I asked Tony Cardwell, what way do you wear these? He said it's like wearing a bra, so this way.
Yeah, for
And
all
the
those
Velcro around the back.
guys that wear bras, just you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Well, hopefully they know how one works. So that is how you're supposed to wear them. FYI, better living, everyone.
So yeah, that's really it, I guess.
Plus it's filthy.
Yeah, well, it's been sitting outside for a while, being neglected.
I haven't even washed it since we took it to Hampton. Don't look at the wheels. I spent most of the time in the gravel track. It's
Yeah.
filthy.
So we just got to do the tiniest little bit of prep on this. I just got to fix that headlight, glass at the corner of the bumper, pull that bumper bar out, and that's done. Dan's got a little bit of prep to do on the S14 because the injector's jammed on him at
D1.
D1. He drove that thing amazingly. I don't know if I actually... Yeah, I did talk about it in one of the videos, I think. Or maybe... No. We talked about it in the video I was going to load. Maybe I'll throw all this stuff in at the end so you guys can see. Dan, our friend Digger Dan, he basically took over my job at D1 when I stopped helping. He did all the car releases and he was basically in charge of the track stuff down on the ground. So, yeah. So I know the crap that he's been through. And you just stand there and you're like, damn it, I want to drive. So he mentioned he wanted to drive it this round, and I said, well, you may as well just borrow our other car, and he jumped in it, and man, he did so well. He almost beat, in his first ever battle, he almost beat the guy who went on to win the round.
So he was leading the championship.
He almost beat him by half a point. Well, he lost by half a point. So, yeah, he did very well. And the car was playing up. Like I said, the injectors jammed on him and filled the engine full of fuel, and so he had to throw new injectors in it. And
Yeah, he only got one qualifying lap, and I think he only had 2 practice laps.
yeah,
But he did drive the car at Merry. We hired
Yeah.
Merry Drift Park.
At like a
in-
Christmas do.
Yeah, back in December, and he jumped in my car a few times then,
Yeah,
and he
so
did amazing.
he was kind of used to the car, but yeah.
So we were like, yeah, you can drive it.
So yeah, he's going to drive it again at Chrome. He's just got to give it a bit of a service because the oil will be all full of fuel, and just go through it and make sure it's all good. And also, Brendan White, the man behind D1NZ, is going to drive the GT86 at Chrome because he's feeling a little bit left out since I've been driving and Dan's been driving and Joe's been driving, and yeah, obviously Jake's not driving the 86, so he's going to jump in it and have a hoon, and maybe I might have to sneak a little hoon myself in it because I haven't actually driven that car properly yet. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've done a lot of work on it, so I think I deserve a drive of it.
Built it 5-6 years ago.
Yeah, and continually maintained it. But yeah, so I'll throw in some clips like in a minute of just some stuff from D1 because I couldn't really find a way of putting it all together. Hopefully I can at the end of this, but it didn't really make up a full video or make sense, so just throw some random bits in there of us driving, and yeah, hopefully next time we see should be at Chrome, unless we throw something in between. What D1's coming up before Chrome?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll film something at D1 because I'm not driving, because Pookie scares me. And I drove Pookie in 2009 at D2, and it scared me then, and I don't want to do it. Maybe if Jake was here, maybe Jake, if you were here and you were driving, I'd drive because you'd be able to give me some pointers. Because I know you just manned up and hit that corner hard, and I told you just need what's the word? Pick up your man coins and just hit that corner hard. And yeah, I'm sure you'd just be telling me the same thing.
Jake also tried that track in your car, but he was too tall for it.
He was too big for my car. I'm short. You can't tell I'm short standing next to Joe, but I'm short.
I'm sure too.
Yeah, put us next to Carl, and we look pretty short.
Yeah.
But yeah, so next time we see you, we might be at D1. If not, it'll be at Chrome. Or maybe I'll just throw in a mixed video of all sorts of things. I don't like just putting up little short videos that are just full of junk, so.
Yeah, we've been pretty busy doing a whole lot at the shop, but
Yeah, there's been lots going on. But this thing is still sitting up here, not painted. But we'll ignore that. We've got this thing here. It's because of this thing.
it's because I got a new car.
Yeah. We'll get back to that soon. It's just the weather hasn't been that good, and we don't have a paint booth, so we paint our stuff outside. We'll blame it on that, and we don't really have time. But yeah, all right. Roll the clips of D1.
Oh yeah, cool. Just seen all of them. Want to see something cool?
What's up? This is for Jake Jones. But really, the surprise for Jake is coming. He can't be here. I'm going to do something with his car.
You are. Looks good. Good timing. So there's 100 different things going on here at the moment. Jerry's sign writing all the walls, all the barriers should I say, and reflective vinyl. These guys are setting up all the lighting over there, stands are over there. We've got to move some cars around, put them up on top of shit. Here's the boss man. Happy?
And you?
Yeah?
You're the one that's got
I just want to go start loading my pit. There we go, we're going to go start trying to lift this 86.
We're gonna message Jake and be like, oh bro, you can't hit anything now.
What?
Oh shit!
Look at this. Not only have I got my car here already, but someone asked me on, what day was that? Saturday, last Saturday, and today is Thursday. So it wasn't long ago. He's like, oh mate, can I borrow your car? Oh yeah. So who's this? What are you doing? Oh, you're just washing my car.
Washing your car, mate. Cleaning the windows.
So what's the plan?
Fake it till you make it, geek.
My paddock. Just the back paddock.
Better car, yeah.
You know, Dan's entered.
Me?
Yeah,
It's got turbo?
plus 2, yeah.
Oh, you mean? Fuck, it'll go hard.
This goes all good.
It's actually pretty straight too when we did the alignment.
Oh, see, because I did it at home with a measuring tape. Eyeballed it, drove it on track. Joe even went off course on it, which is why there's
I did some serious
stones in there.
Serious weight reduction when it was on.
She's actually looking kind of clean. Need to clean mine now. Actually, the whole reason we're here is we're supposed to be setting up these clipping point barrels that I made, and Jerry's just finished vinyl wrapping them. So let's get them all set up, so then the judges can put them in the right place, and then we'll unload our cars, and Dan can wash mine. We can.
This is what happens when you hang around too long. I felt my foot go. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Alright, let's go weld the next one. Hopefully we've only just got 2 of these things to weld. Dan gave me a good old fright before when I was welding. He came over and banged the plate with a broom, and I crapped my pants because I don't really know what's on the other side, and Brenda didn't tell me what's on the other side, so thought something had exploded and I shit myself. Thanks. Alright, last one right there. Give it a quick clean up and a quick weld, and then we'll get out of here, go home, pack my suits, and get ready for tomorrow. Should be pretty cool. So show you these barrels while we're waiting for Dan to come over. So here's a spare one. Made some spares in case they get broken. Oh, Dan's not even bringing my welder over. Bloody hell. So here they are. Made these up. Jerry, Big Brown, did the graphics on them, which is seems kind of pointless now because they're behind the wall. But yeah, so car hits it, it's a clipping zone there, hits it, springs back into place, nice and slow, so that the second car doesn't hit it. But yeah, so there's one here, there's one over there on that clip, and then there's another one over there on that clip. And we do have a barrel inside, which we're just going to use the barrel, I think, as a clip, because you're going to hit it with the front. We don't want to hit these plates with the front of our car in case we get offline. Yeah, lots of stuff goes in behind the scenes. There's everyone pitches in and helps out. That's obviously why I'm welding up these plates. But yeah, luckily they had a welder on site. Otherwise I'd be doing it in the morning. Thank you, Dan. Now I'm just going to go get the welder. You would have seen before we put the 86 up on the stand. Looks pretty cool up there. It'll look really good once all this lighting's lit up and all the other lights are off. It'll look bloody rad in here. Same with the crane, looks cool lit up. And the TRS up there looks really cool.